Hey everyone, welcome to IJustWatched. It's your boys. We're back, and we're talking the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episodes 3 and 4.
You sure it's not 4 and 5?
It is 3 and 4 because there's only 6 episodes. If it was 5, we'd be almost done.
Exactly.
Which we are almost done anyways. That is not the point.
Sadly.
This show so far has been, but before I get into those details, I gotta hit you with the usual, which is hopefully you like this video enough. Smash that like button, click the subscribe to stay tuned and see more of our stuff. Hit the little bell to get notified when that gets dropped. But until then, I don't know why I'm saying that. You're confusing. Let's talk about this episodes.
Way to tease these
episodes
people.
9 and 10. Alrighty, so talking episodes 3 and 4 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, aka Sam and Buck, aka for short. Maybe I'm an ass, but whenever I talk about it and I don't say the full title, I just say Winter Soldier.
Right? I just said the Winter Soldier.
I think because it's the end of the title. Trying to get Zemo, and episode 3 does a lot to give us a more accurate Zemo, in a sense. From we find out that he's a Baron because he's rich, so Baron Zemo. Mm-hmm. Check. We get the jacket with the furry, fuzzy collar. Check. We get the mask that is part of his family history. Check. I don't know why I keep doing the sound effect, but I like it. The only thing, like you said, like we hope, like, you know, this kind of messed up, but we hope it gets like fucking fused to his face, Black Mask style.
Yeah, because his dad got the mask fused to his face, and then when he took the mantle of the Zemo.
Yeah.
I mean, his villain name is just literally his name.
It's literally
his title and his name.
And his last name.
But anyway, when he becomes, you know, the villain, the mask also gets fused to his face. I think that was cool in the comics. I think the way this character is being portrayed in the show and how he's gotten more popular. Yeah. I feel like we're never gonna get the mask fused to his face. Yeah, I think because he's already become the face of Zemo.
Well, yeah,
and that's a recurring thing with MCU. Yeah, it's a recurring thing with MCU that they keep taking off masks and showing their face. Which, I mean, we still hate it. We understand the reason for it, but we still hate it.
There's a few people who can get away with it. You know, Steve Rogers. Iron Man. There's a few, as long as he's in the suit, you know. There's a few that can get away with it. There's others that shouldn't do it at all. I'm glad that he wears it. I think it's cool if he can wear it when he's working, and then takes it off to just be chill.
Exactly. But anyway, breakdown of episode 3. Yeah, breakdown of episode 3. We get, you know, we finally get Zemo back because Winter Soldier breaks him out of prison.
Yeah, no, Bucky, and then he I thought it was hilarious when it was happening. I was like, okay, cool, we're getting like him explaining it and then it happening, and then he shows up. I was like, oh, it was simultaneous. What a dick. I was like, I'm with Sam on this one, bro. That was dick.
And, you know, and then, like you said, we get to see him. Because they're like, you just steal all this stuff? Like, nah, I'm a Baron. I'm rich. This is all owned by me.
This is mine.
Exactly. So we get to see that.
Yeah. And this Alfred was like, it's good to see you, sir. Like, he already knew. It was like, I've been waiting, bro. And I love seeing, like, in the background of, like, this serious situation, Zemo's like, I've been in prison, so I'm eating good food. I'm enjoying the amenities of my life. And and when they go to Madripoor, because that's the most meat part-centric.
Wait, to fucking ruin it, because we get to see Madripoor. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, well, you know, we go into Madripoor.
Like, it's like...
So we go in.
Did we go in?
Yes, we go in.
No, we actually get Madripoor, which I kind of already knew was getting teased.
Yeah, because I remember they talked about it on an island with the trailer and all that. So.
Exactly. So we get Madripoor, which is dope, and I know people are stretching because, you know, Wolverine is a definite recurring character in Madripoor. Yeah. People are just like, X-Men,
Yeah, no, hey,
I want it now.
Yeah, I want Mephisto, Wolverine, Professor X, Magneto, other characters I want.
So we're just saying that because it literally just to poke fun at ourselves and everybody else who does it. Yeah. But like I said, we get Madripoor, we get basically like this whole like. Before even we get to the club scene.
Well, I was talking about like how when you get there and you see the city, you get to see different places. Yeah. You see how like you have the stamp of the gorilla, then you see like the power broker is watching, so we know
because
power broker is in charge of Madripoor.
Exactly, the power broker is in charge of Madripoor. And then we also get to see Sharon Carter. Yes. Back in there, and then she's like living in Hightown. Yeah, no. And we're like, okay, you definitely high up. She's like, yeah, no, you know, if I'm gonna be a criminal, I'm gonna be a wealthy criminal.
She said, if I'm gonna be bad, I'm be good.
I'm be good, so, bad.
No. And just as we keep going, just when we find out where she kind of like, because we don't know exactly where she stands with the power broker, but it is very clear that she is at least one of his lieutenants or like second hand, right arm, whatever dialogue you want to use to put it.
She's too high
up in his ranks. I don't think she's a power broker. I think the power broker needs to be its own character. However, she is definitely communicates with him face to face. Like she's one of the people. Like you know how you never meet this guy. She's met the motherfucker.
Exactly. So we get Sharon Carter, and then we're definitely getting like these weird sus vibes from her.
100%.
And then after that we get the fun scene where
the best part of the episode.
The best part of the episode, which everybody loves, is just Baron Zemo vibing at the club, just dancing. He's just like, and it's like you said, it's funny because you said you looked it up and it said that he basically improvised the whole entire dance.
He did. I said I liked the song that was playing. I saw people dancing, so I started dancing. And he was like, "It won't make the show. It won't make the show." And it made the show.
And it obviously made the show. And people loved it. People wanted more of it.
Of him dancing because he was just vibing, bro. Like he just first things first. I hate that I like this character so much.
Exactly, which is what I hate that I love this character because he's definitely a villain. His ideas are somewhat like I'm like, okay, I understand. I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
it's just the way you go about it.
Yeah, and it's funny because like he's like that. Carly,
hold on, calm down there, because we're not episode 5 yet.
Well, no, because she blows shit up at the end of episode 3.
Well, yeah. 5. Oh damn, man, I keep going.
Why are you trying to? Damn, bro, is 5 good?
It's amazing.
How's it end? 6, because you've seen it.
I can't do it.
Have you seen season 2? Jesus, show me. His character, obviously, with the whole like, by any means, because not everything he discusses is bad, or his ideals aren't like completely horrible. They're not good because the way he goes about it, but basically. He doesn't want anyone to have superpowers because that's how you get evil people. And
that's how you get.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because he talks about it. He says we don't want another Red Skull, which is whenever we find out that the doctor who created the serum is still alive, and then he explains this whole thing like, yeah, I was doing it for the CIA.
Yup.
But then when I disappeared,
got blipped.
Yeah. Hate that word. But yeah, when he got snap.
And then he got snapped back. He said
the snapping.
The snapping.
It's exactly what it is.
And then he got re-snapped in.
And, and then he started working for the power broker. And, like, hey. And then they were like, hey, how many did you make? And he's like, about 20. He's like,
no mas?
About 20?
First things first, I'm going to need an accurate account.
And then we find out, and then we're like, wait, you did 20. Carly took all 20. There was about 9 of them.
Yeah.
You problem.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Hey, and Zemo said, yeah, you are the problem. Bam.
Yeah. Hey. No problem no more.
Hey, problem solved. Hey, nobody can make it now.
That's not, damn it, Zemo. I had at least 2 more questions.
And like you said, after that we get, Carly Morgenthau.
Yeah.
She decides to go this whole route of like, you know what? I'm tired of playing nice. I'm gonna blow up this whole building with people in it.
And becomes a legit terrorist.
And becomes
her and the group become.
And now she becomes like the actual steps towards the flag smasher.
Because then she goes down a similar route where she wants, again, everything she wants isn't completely bad, but it's the way she's going about it, especially now that she's just murking people. So you're like I kind of like what you're saying, but I don't like what the fuck you're doing. All right? Like, you can't save lives if you're murdering people, Carly. That's not how that works. Mm-hmm. Okay? You and Homeboy are coming off very Thanos-y right now, and we dealt with that already. All right? We're trying to move past that shit. PTSD to those moments, man.
Anyway, that's basically the end of episode 3.
And moving on
and then after that, episode 4, which is
I said 5. You're the problem.
We're gonna be doing this the whole entire time. Episode 4.
Real quick, when episode 5 comes out, we're gonna get around to
episode 6.
Yeah, we're on 9.
We get episode 4.
It has a lot of crazy information because you got to see. Bro, first we get to see. Some of the Dormelage show up.
We saw that at the end of episode 3.
Yeah, but then we get to see like 3 or 4 of them show up.
We get Ayo at the end of episode 3 because we find out what her name is. I never knew what her name was until
bad bitch.
Actually, no, I lied because Black Panther actually told us what her name was.
And I told I
never caught it.
That's fine. I didn't catch it until Ayo.
Exactly.
It's because that intimate moment between her and Buck.
Exactly. Which I ship.
Yeah, hey, 100%.
100%.
He cheated on her when he went on a date in episode 1. And then
we get to see the Dormelage.
See Wakanda for a moment because we get a flashback to White Wolf.
Exactly.
And her, and she's trying to get him to get over the.
And you get to see the emotional whenever he finally he realizes that these words have no power over him.
Yeah.
And he just breaks down in happiness and just joy. And I was just like it was a touching moment. I was like, okay, cool, bet. Like, they're still touching, sentimental moments where you're like, okay, cool, bet, I get it.
Yeah,
cool.
He literally had to go through a lot of struggle to get here, and then as soon as he got to a moment where like, cool, now I can find peace, he got blipped, and if that never happened, he could have hung out with Steve, and then I bet his like reintegration to society would have been so much better.
His
he got
rehabilitation.
He got the short end of that stick.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Because Steve said, "Peace, I'm taking one from me."
And selfish bastard.
Yeah,
all right.
I know the one time.
No, one time.
and then
he deserves it.
It really does.
He really does.
And then you get to kind of see them kind of bonding more, and then you see the fact, like my favorite part was the fact that like they're working with Zemo, like them three, Zemo, Sam, and Bug is like this weird team.
It shouldn't work.
It shouldn't,
but it works too well.
Because they all hate each other, but they like oddly like each other. It's weird, but it works great. And I'm like, this is dope. Zemo, I know you can't be part of this team forever. You're a bad guy. You're like bad guy. These two right here, y'all lethal weapon. I love it. And you see their progression, and then you see stupid ass U.S. agent show up with his asshole attitude, Mr. I have jurisdiction everywhere. No, wait, no, Ira, no. How does it no?
Yeah, no, because we get to see like I don't know why I want to say Alan Walker, but it's not Alan Walker. John Walker. There you go. Alan Walker is the DJ. Is the DJ. Yeah. I like his music. I love
the song Fade.
It's amazing. Faded.
Yeah. Faded. There you go.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, John Walker.
Yes.
Yeah, no, because basically John Walker is just going down the steps of becoming kind of sus.
Yeah.
And now he's like super sus.
Because you see moments where like you can tell his character wants to be a good guy, but at the same time you can also tell his character is suffering from major PTSD. And on top of that, you can see, because he has like the twitches and shit like that. And on top of that, you can see that his character is developing this. I need to be such a great Captain America to live up to Steve Rogers. I got to do whatever it takes to be great. And every time he takes a loss, it's hitting him like I need no. Like it's not even playing with his head even more.
And it's also that his personality himself is just too aggro. Because he comes in hot. Like, do you know who the fuck I am? Like not like no. Like you're not symbolizing what you're supposed to. You're coming in really aggressive.
Kind of a dick.
Kind of an asshole. Kind of a dick. And that's not bueno. But yeah, no, we get to see him fight the Dora Milaje.
And get his cheeks clapped.
Oh, cheeks clapped. Hey, and
everyone who fought them got their cheeks clapped, just to be fair.
And Bucky was just like, let it happen. Whatever. And Sam was like, no, they're going to kill them. It's like, I guess.
And then the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. She 5 finger of death his shoulder.
She said
his arm. It didn't fall. It said, and it flew off. And both him and I were like this.
Just the face that he was like, but I loved you.
He's like, I thought we had something. I also didn't know this motherfucker could do that.
Exactly, because Sam was like, "Did you know that you could do that?" He's like, "No." And he puts it back on. I'm like, man,
he does the cool shoulder thing.
Not to mention, Zemo escapes throughout the whole entire chaos.
Oh yeah, because they were there for Zemo.
Exactly.
Zemo was like, "Yeah, peace.
I'm out. See." And then I think it's
Shawshank this up.
Exactly. That was definitely before, because we skipped a lot of things. We're all over the place because it's so much information.
Went to what mattered to me the most.
Exactly, it really what matters to me the most. But overall, Sam tries to talk down to Carly.
Yeah,
and
John Walker fucks that up.
And he's basically trying to say like, I understand what you're going through. I trust me, I believe you. I understand you completely. And like, I do not disagree with your ideas. I disagree with the fucking method you're going about.
Yeah, especially.
And you don't want to be branded like that. Exactly. And Carly's like kind of like, okay, well maybe he's kind of right.
Yeah.
But obviously, Aggro Walker out of nowhere comes out and Aggro Walker, bro.
It works.
Aggro Walker comes out and he's like, nah, you're under arrest. And she's like, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And he gets his ass whooped. They get their ass whooped. And then like Sam's like, you're a piece of shit because it was going well and you fucked this over.
Yep.
And then Zemo over here is just like doing his own thing. But then the Dora Milaje, and then we get to see Carly actually become more like actually more into it.
On some cold-blooded shit, calls up Sam's sister and threatens his sister and nephews. I was like, damn, we was cool. Like, you and Sam talked. Like, why everybody gotta be so mean?
She's getting into like the dark territory.
She's getting into that point of no return area.
Exactly. Where you kind of look into the abyss and then it's either you step back or do you jump forward.
Yeah, no, she looked like she's getting ready to die.
Exactly. So Sam is, he ain't playing games,
Finally get the wings back.
We finally get the wings. We haven't seen the wings in a bit.
But more so, almost forgot, is like, so the whole confrontation after Aggro Walker walks in and ruins the discussion. Shit goes down. Zemo comes out of nowhere, starts gadding at her, and she drops the super soldier serum. And Zemo, like the gangster he is, starts stomping on that shit. And as of right now,
he's like, is this what I think this is?
Yeah, he's like, bet.
So I was like, cool, bet.
Dude, like, yeah, he was like, oh shit, roaches. And it looks like all of them, but one were destroyed because Aggro Walker walks in. He goes, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Basically, he said, "Oh, look,
I'm gonna hold on to this candy for evidence." And by evidence, I mean I'm gonna
and the thing is, like, before that, when he got beat by the Dora Milaje, he literally was like in shock. Was like, they didn't even have super soldier serum, and I got my ass beat by them. Like, it just took a hit to his ego entirely. And then once he gets that serum, he doesn't take it right away because I remember you were like, "I was gonna take it right away," and I was like, "I understand because we would do that. We would do that."
Put it in.
But he does, and I was like, "No, watch. He's gonna keep it and then think about it." And he does. He even talks to his buddy, and it's like, "Hey,
yeah, Black Bucky.
Black Bucky." He says, "Hey, if you got the serum, would you take it?" And he's like, "Yeah,
I was like, nah,
and he's like, "But what if like this? Like, what if it does something? This and like, nah. You know, sometimes you just gotta sacrifice things to for the better of the country." And then fucking Aggro Walker was like, "Alright, okay, cool," but he's like. That we don't get to see him take it at all because later on, final confrontation with Carly and Falcon and fucking Bucky, they come in
group
and Zemo and everything.
Because it was a setup that Carly did so they can one off U.S. agent.
Yeah, because straight up, it was a straight up trap because she was like, "Nah, this person is a problem. We need to get rid of him."
She was right, but at this point. He had juiced up.
Oh yeah, no, because we get to see the shield go right through the wall, and I'm like, I was like, did he take it? And you were like, no, he hasn't taken it yet. But then he kicked somebody through a wall.
He took it twice.
No, yeah, he took it twice. Right? He immediately said, after that conversation, he said, bet.
Yup.
Got it.
So, and then I mean, which we knew he was gonna either if he didn't have it already, eventually he was gonna.
Because for the longest we thought he had it.
It kind of looked like it,
but we were wrong.
Yes, clearly.
Which we should have caught on to because he was actually just throwing the shield just linear. Yeah. And then we get to see it once, like we get to see actually him using the shield better whenever he's fighting because we get to see
now
it
he's bouncing and shit.
Like it's starting to kick in the serum. Like, hey, brain, smart,
fucking geology,
geometry,
whatever. I don't have it. Yeah. That should tell you right there. I don't have it. But then the worst case scenario. All that being said, Black Bucky dies, which I called because he about to die. Watch, he's gonna send him off the deep end right after Black Bucky dies. It's Battlestar, but it's Black Bucky. U.S. agent Aggro Walker loses his shit and murderizes one of the flag smashers in the chest with the shield in public for the world to see and record and videotape and publicize that shit. Mm-hmm. And the craziest part is the last shot we get is him standing up with the shield and you see blood dripping. I was like, that's a cool shot. Secondly, that is fucked up.
Yeah, because now he destroyed the image of Captain America.
Yeah.
And he has destroyed the image of the shield and what it represents. And now you've made America seem like even the worst monster that it already is right now.
Captain America here is the bad guy now.
Exactly.
And the thing is, in the comics, Steve picks the shield because he wanted to look like a defender, not an aggressor. That right there got ixnayed with that last moment.
Hold on, immediately. So it's just going straight downhill for Chris Walker, real quick.
John Walker.
Just Aggro Walker.
If that's what you gotta go with that one, bro.
I'm just gonna go with Aggro.
Aggro Walker.
Aggro.
That's fine.
Because I will never call him Captain America.
Oh, that's fine. That's why I did this because
it's
U.S. agent.
It's U.S. agent. It's Aggro Walker.
But I'm excited to see how the next episode deals with that situation. How it also deals with the fact that is all the serum
it's
gone?
Not even.
Do we finally meet the power broker?
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop this aggro son of a bitch?
And it's not even just that. It's gonna be interesting to see how Sam and even I'm pretty sure Bucky's gonna help. How Sam and Bucky have to like rebuild the image for the shield.
Oh, 100%. They're both
because after this, definitely Falcon is gonna become the captain.
I hope so.
He's gonna become the Winter Soldier too. It's going for that.
He's gonna be everything.
But he's definitely gonna become Cap.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna have to realize that it's my job now.
Yeah.
It's up to me. And it's going to suck more for him because now the shield represents, like...
Now he has to rebuild instead of uphold.
Yeah, he has to rebuild that image instead of uphold it, which sucks because he could have just done that from the beginning.
Yeah,
but
he could have avoided a lot of this.
Hey, but we don't talk about how stupid he did that.
No, we don't. I understand his whole reasoning behind it. I do. Stupid decision though. I would have put that hole under my bed.
I understand that the council has made a decision, but granted, it's a stupid decision. I choose to ignore it.
Bet. But all in all, what do you guys think? We only have 2 episodes left. Comments, questions, concerns, theories. How do you think this goes? And I feel like Power Broker's a character that we're not going to see until like the very, very, very end. And it's going to be like for a small moment, just leading to more future stuff. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Big questions. Power Bro.
Yes.
What the hell's going on with Sharon Carter?
100%. Does he get the title U.S. agent yet, or is it later?
Because I did state that if the only way there's only 2 ways this could end.
Yeah, it was too late for that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's there's only 2 ways this whole entire show could end for Aggro Walker.
Yeah.
It's either he becomes full villain and just continues to be a villain, or dies a hero.
Yeah. But the reason I say it's too late because, like I said, he murdered someone.
I mean, yeah,
with the shield.
Yeah, it's too late for him.
I feel like that line's been crossed.
He stared into the abyss and he said,
he didn't even look. He said,
"Oh yeah," he didn't even look. He said, "I'm done."
But no, down below, comments, questions, concerns, requests. We want to hear from you. What do you think so far of the show? Where do you think it goes?
Will we get a second season?
I would assume so. I feel like out of all the shows, like like Loki, like the main 3 that are coming out, this has the most vitality to have a second season. Mm-hmm. Again, I could be wrong. But down below, let us know. Until next time, stay safe, be well. Adios.
Goodbye.